Hi all, welcome to this YouTube channel. In this episode, we'll continue talking to Mr. Hayden Jones, the coach Hayden, his life and his dreams, and how he achieved his dreams. If there is anyone who doesn't watch part 1, the link is in the description box. Please do watch it. Right. I know that you are a big Manchester United fan. I'm a big Liverpool fan. You are a big Man United fan, and we love football, right? Even though we are divided by teams, we are united by football. But I just want to ask you a very simple question: when does this love started with this club, with this amazing club, with this great club? And also, I just want to know whom you idolize growing up. I'm sure it will be a Man United player, but I just want to know whom you idolize growing up.
The reason I fall in love with the beautiful game of football, the reason behind my passion, the the reason why I want to try more in this profession is because of Manchester United. So basically, it started for me as I was just like a normal fan who watched the game, uh, happy if your team wins, lose, disappointed if the game goes the other way. But now in my life, it plays a huge role because I got a family only because of Manchester United. We have a official fan base in Kerala, so it's more like my second family. So the best thing is that it doesn't matter Manchester United, Liverpool, or Arsenal, or any other club. The best thing about football, it connects people, and it only does good things for you. So apart from the fact that sometimes the games affect you emotionally, I would say this is the best thing happened for me. Not just being a United fan, you could say a football fan. We like I said, we have a community of 150, 160 people in my city, and everyone knows me. So if you need any help, you could just ring them or text them, and they're there. So which means you got brothers and sisters all because of a club, and it means a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much about Manchester United. And yes, the first tattoo I got on my body is about the club because I believe that the club plays a huge part in my life, not just as a coach, not just as a fan, not just as a person. I don't know. I can't find a word for it. It means everything for me.
Yes, Hayden, we are all part of Indian sports fan group, right? I'm a part of it, you are a part of it. I love football, you love football, and we crave sports. And ISF is a beautiful innovation where the fans rules. We have got a very good group, very active group led by Sunil sir. So I just want to ask you how this ISF supports you in your path. Because I know that you have done an internship with ISF, so I just want to know what's the importance of ISF in your path, in your career.
ISF was really supportive. So my journey with ISF started that once I think I was in the last semester of my bachelor degrees. I saw this Instagram post from Ajit, which says that one ISF is looking for a football analyst to prepare the reports and collect the data of the game of every World Cup game of 2018. And there was a small statement too. So I thought, okay, I'm watching the game, I'm getting paid. What is the better feeling? So that's how got to be part of ISF. After that, once the project got over, Sunil sir introduced me to their real community of real great persons, a big sports personalities. So so ISF were really supportive in my coaching journey so far. Even though they never knew that I'm going to pursue something related to coaching in the beginning. So yeah, that was a journey with ISF.
Hayden, will you please explain to all the viewers and listeners the procedures behind obtaining a football license? Because I don't think many of our guys know how to obtain a football license. It's not easy, it's not that hard, I don't know. So can you please explain to all our viewers and all our listeners how to obtain a football license?
Okay, in 2020, All India Football Federation has made some changes. So If you want to obtain a football coaching license, the first thing you have to start with AIFF license. So which consists of 4 to 5 days, and you just have to attend the course and you'll get the certificate. Once you are a license holder, you can apply for D license, which is the first professional license towards to becoming a football coach. So license is pretty basic and helps you to work the players from 4 years to 8 years or 10 years old. But once you finish the license, you can take part of the college team, schools team. You can be the coach of district leagues, state leagues, things like that. And it also helps you to work in as the assistant coach for youth leagues like under 13, under 15, things like that. So it's not a really hard journey as people think, but yeah, it takes some time to finish off all the licenses. It will take some time. So the first thing you need to do to apply for this license, you have to contact your local footballing associations like Kerala Football Association, Bengaluru, Karnataka Football Association, Delhi Football Association. Depends on where you are from. So once you contact the association, they will tell you to make a small payment, whatever it is for one specific license. Then they will call you one week or 10 days prior to the course.
Okay. Heroes, Indian Super League. Just like IPL, Indian Super League revolutionized the football in India. The football being played in India, the football being viewed in India. I think ISL made a huge steps in Indian football. So I just want to hear in your voice your take about how ISL impacted the youngsters, especially the ones who wanted to pursue a career in football.
Like you mentioned, revolutionary is the word to mention Indian Super League. But was it through the good ways or was it through, it's a debatable topic that what influenced the Indian Super League that made for Indian football. But one thing, like you said, it revolutionized the game. Second thing, the most important thing is that it really popularized the game. So 4 or 5 years back, if you could just ask random people about, who's the captain of Indian football team, or who's the national team coach, or can you spell 5-6 players who plays in the national team, 95% people or normal people, I'm not talking about sports enthusiasts or coaches or the passionate people, like normal family people, family guys, right? They would say no idea. The best example is my dad. Now he knows almost every player in the league, which means it really popularized. And if you look at the TV revenue, the number of people coming to watch a football game in a stadium is unbelievable. I believe that Kerala Blasters is getting 45,000, 50,000 spectators for all the game. In India, that's crazy. That's crazy numbers. Apart from, I know that Kerala's love for the game is crazy, just like in Kolkata. But even in the other cities, it made a big difference. I remember that the World Cup in 2017, under 17 World Cup, the first game in Delhi, where people believe that no one is going to show up, there were a lot of people, 65, 70,000 people. So Indian Super League has made a big, huge change in the system. But all the things which see when something new comes up, it affects other stuffs too. So Indian ISL had some negative effects on the other structure of Indian football. But overall picture, I'm really supportive of ISL, and I'm glad that people started to watch the game. And like you said, it revolutionized the game. And another best thing is that ISL has proved or showed the young people that they can pursue a career in football. There is a career in football. Before that, how many parents would let their kids to go for a training of 1 hour, 2 hour every day? Now it's different. Now it's more like parents want the players to go. Even though a kid don't want to train football, they say, hey, you must play. You can play the top level. So it is making some drastic changes. And also in the youth level, the Reliance Academy, who's the best in India at the moment, really good, producing really good talents. So yeah.
Right. Hayden, I'm sure you will love this question, huh? Coach Hayden, how it feels to be called like this. Say for example, if somebody comes and calls you like, hey Coach Hayden, hey Coach, what's your feeling? I mean, it should be a great feeling, huh? I know it should be a great feeling, but please explain how you feel.
Whew, this is my favorite question so far, Ambarish, because it feels so good. It made me really happy. When I was a young lad of 17, 18 years old, when I was decided to pursue a career in engineering, I ended up being in a college where people around me were not so supportive, except two or three. It doesn't matter the friends, doesn't matter the staff or any other staffs of the college. They were not really supportive, and I was a bit sad that people don't understand the emotion. The people don't understand what is Hayden actually, what he wants. That's why I try to do a lot of different things in the college in case of sports, but obviously it's a professional degree college, and there is always a limit. And I can't blame the college for everything, but now at the moment where I look back to all those, and one guy or one player, one doesn't matter, small guy or big guy, comes to me and say or calls me Coach Hayden, it makes me proud, and it brings me some responsibility on my shoulder. You know, when you're a coach, people look at you, especially the young players, when you work with them, your attitude has to be perfect, 100%, because you are standing in front of 15, 20 players and delivering a session, and also teaching them the life skills. So, which means it really helps me to make an impact on the future generation. So, because of that, I have changed a lot as a person, not just as a coach. If you would ask my parents regarding that, they would say huge difference. Because 5-6 years back, I was a clumsy guy who likes to argue with everything, but now I'm more being patient, ready to listen to the people. So it all because of Coach Hayden, not because of Hayden Jose.
Okay, Hayden, it's my penultimate question. What's your ultimate aim? I mean, I know you have achieved many of your dreams, but there are miles to go. I know it. And I mean it, huh? So, I just want to hear from the horse's mouth. What's your ultimate aim? I mean, am I literally talking to a future Indian coach? Huh? Maybe I am. Huh?
Ultimate aim, just like you mentioned, if you ask someone who is passionate about the game in the country, they would say, yeah, to get a chance to be part of the national team will be the biggest achievement. But I'm a kind of guy who likes to achieve small goals. When just 3 months into my coaching, when the Barcelona offer came, that gave me a lot of exposure. That gave me a lot of learning experience too. That's where people started to identify Coach Hayden. So my next aim was, okay, if I'm going to work on the grassroots level, I want to come back to Kerala. I want to come back to my city, my state, and help the players around me. And that is exactly what I'm doing at the moment. I'm being part of the Wake Up Academy as their head coach. We got around 200 players, 3-4 staffs around me. So the best thing is that you could influence all the players, you can help all the coaches, and that is my ikigai. So that's the word. So that's my one small goal. Next thing is that, okay, to reach the next level, to choose the next step in my career, I would like to be part of the youth leagues, which plays in I-League Youth League, the National Youth Leagues. So that's the second aim. The third aim is to go work abroad. Doesn't matter, it's UK, USA, or UAE, doesn't matter. Go out and understand the different perspective of how the game is being played. Listen to the different perspective of the coaches about the game, what is different. So yeah, which means I need to learn more about the game. And finally, I would say it comes, I like to influence the community around me. It doesn't matter in Kerala, wherever I work, I want to share the knowledge. So I'm looking for a platform where I can share the knowledge, just like going to a webinar or a meeting with five, six people through WhatsApp. These all are the small details. So I want to do it in a big stage. I need to help more people who want to pursue their passion, not just football, influencing them. So you could say kind of motivator. Yeah. So then the biggest ultimate dream will be part of the national team. I'm not saying it's the senior squad, but if I'm getting a chance to be part of the national team, under 15 or under 18, under 20 or reserves team, anything it could be, it will be a great aim. But it doesn't let me stop from it. Now, if I become the national team of Coach India after 20-25 years, it's not going to stop. It doesn't mean that, okay, my dream is over now. Then I have to go to the next step. Okay, what if I get a chance to be the first coach from India to be part of the Premier League? So, like I said in the beginning of this interview, there is no limit for the dreams. You can dream as long as you can. You don't need to pay any money for it. So yeah, these are the small goals and the biggest thing which I like to achieve in my career.
Okay, Hayden, it's almost time, so we are winding it up with a beautiful question. Tell me, what's the best possible advice you could ever give to an youngster who wants to become a football coach, or who wants to become a football manager, mentor, who wants to pursue a career in football? What's the best possible advice you could ever give?
So, first of all, my advice to all the young players who are trying to pursue a career as a player is that there is a lot of opportunities are waiting for you nowadays. It's a matter of you decide which is the best for you. So when till the age of 10, 12, it's okay that you play at any academy, but make sure your basic techniques about the game are really good. You master the techniques. The next step, when you become 12 or 13, is really important, because if you get a chance to be part of a club or an academy which plays in the youth leagues, which plays in which is going to go play tournaments abroad, then it is an asset. So that is the time you need to move out, make the right decisions. Because once you are 17 or 18, it's very difficult to pursue a career. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's unlikely. Whereas when you are 13 years old, 14 years old, going to academy where they have a pathway from under 6 to the senior team, maybe they'll be playing only in the district leagues, only in the state league, but that's okay. At least you'll get the exposure for that. So the best example is that when you play for an academy like let's take Real Madrid or Barcelona or any other clubs, when you play for these clubs, there is no pathway in the country for you to grow. If you join the academy at the age of 4, 5, or 6, you're gonna keep learning the same things, or maybe slightly things different till the age of 18. And once you turn 18, you can't do anything. You have no pathway because the club is not delivering any pathways, the academies. So whereas you go to a Bangalore FC or Kerala Blasters or any ISL I-League clubs, when you join them at the age of 10, they knows you, they are watching you, and there is more possibility to get an exposure and to play to reach in the top level. So so what I want to say as a coach, if your primary aim is to become a player, keep working hard. Remember, every time you feel tired, every time you feel, okay, today I'm not going to train, remember, keep one thing in your mind. There is hundreds of people who's training in the different parts of country, working harder than you to achieve what they want to be. So keep pushing yourself. The opportunities are there, and then later the life will prove the worth for it. And for the coaches who want to come to this profession, in case of the coaches, just like the players, the opportunities are there. In every 1 or 2 weeks, new academies are being opened in the different part of country. And remember, the biggest mistake that most of the coaches, I believe, that is making, when everyone come to take a profession or a career as a football coach, they decide that everyone is going to be Jose Mourinho. There will be only one Jose Mourinho. There will be only one Pep Guardiola. There will be only one Igor Stimac. So you should know what legacy you want to create, what impact you want to leave on the community around you. in the end, the coaches working at the grassroots level are working at that level is not because they're not qualified. Absolutely not. The best coaches are the one who's working with the under six. It's very difficult to teach them basics. So the basics is everything about the game. So the opportunities are there. As a player, as a coach, doesn't matter. So keep working hard, and if you really want something, who's going to stop you from doing it? So all the best to all the listeners who's listening to it, and let's see what their life is going to bring.
Thank you, Hayden Jose, for spending your valuable time with us. I mean, it's been pleasure. We have talked about a lot of football, shared a lot of knowledge. I hope, I really genuinely hope, and I really wish all the very best for you in the future. And I know you have miles to go, and you will definitely achieve all your dreams. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Hayden. Hey guys, please support us. We will be doing a lot of interesting and exciting videos, exclusive chats, and everything with sports personalities. So please do subscribe. Click that bell icon to get the notifications.